أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه أجمعين وقال الله تعالى والذين جاهدوا فينا لنهدين سبلنا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, and for those who work hard, they strive, they struggle in our cause, and we will certainly guide them to our path. So my dear brothers and sisters, many a time we're on a pathway, we're on a journey, we're with a job, we're doing something, and we don't necessarily see the results of that action straight away. And we might not see the results in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Maybe if we reflect upon the life of Nuh alayhi salam, after so many hundreds and hundreds of years, only a few people became Muslim. And we're questioning ourselves, we're doubting ourselves. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He goes that, look, what we do is never to try to achieve numbers or results. We do as we are commanded, and the results come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Nuh alayhi salam was held to account according to the numbers of people that he had converted, then maybe some people would argue he's not done a very good job. But his job was never to convert X, Y, or Z, or bring people to Islam. His job was to just keep on doing the da'wah, and guidance is from Allah. We are the ones who do the guidance. We are certainly indeed the ones who do the guidance. Our job is to what? Is to put the effort in, to put the exertion in, to put the hard work, the struggle and the striving in. In a beautiful poem by Imam al-Shafi'i, he says, ما في المقام لذي عقل وذي أدب من راحة فدع الأوطان واغترب. He goes, remaining in one place for the intelligent, well-mannered person is not appropriate, it's not befitting. So leave your homeland and travel. If something is not working, then move, do something different, put some effort in, don't just stay in the same place. سافر تجد عوضا عمن تفارقه وانصب فإن لذيذ العيش في النصب. He goes, travel, you will find compensation for that which you have left, and work hard, for certainly the sweetness of life is in becoming tired. How many of you, after you've had a very productive and tiring day, you feel satisfied at the end of it because you've achieved something, or you've worked in a direction where you're achieving something that you want. إني رأيت وقوف الماء يفسده إن ساح طاب وإن لم يجر لم يطب. Certainly I've seen water, when it becomes still, that's when it stagnates. And water, when it flows, it remains pure. And when it doesn't flow, it becomes corrupted. والأسد لولا فراق الأرض ما افترست والسحم لولا فراق القوس لم يصب. A lion, if it never leaves its den, how can it hunt? And an arrow, if it never leaves the bow, how can it hit the target? والشمس لو وقفت في الفلك دائمة لملها الناس من عجم ومن عرب. And if the sun, as beautiful as it is, high in the sky, stayed in the same place all the time, Arabs and non-Arabs alike, you become bored with it. Even the most beautiful thing in the world, the sun becomes beauty because it moves and it changes, and it goes from bright red at the sunrise to sharp yellow at the sun at the zenith to a reddy color at the sunset. It's that change which makes it beautiful. It's that alternation which makes things beautiful. When something becomes stagnant and something stays in the same place, that's when it corrupts. Effort and energy always have to be exerted. والتبر كالترب ملقا في أماكنه والعود في عرضه نوع من الحطب. Gold and oud, these are the most beautiful of metals and wood, the most valuable. But if you leave gold in the mine, it has no value. And if you leave oud on the tree, it has no value. فإن تغرب هذا عز مطلبه وإن تغرب ذاك عز كالذهب. The oud only becomes valuable when you remove it from the tree and take it to another place to sell. And gold only becomes valuable when you take the nugget from the mine, purify it and clean it and sell it in another place. That's when it becomes valuable. So my dear brothers and sisters, your value is diminished if you stay in one place, and your value increases when you put effort in, when you change your location, you change your strategy, you do something different. That's when your situation changes, and that's when your value increases. In a famous verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He goes, Inna Allah la yughayyiru ma biqawmin hatta yughayyiru ma bi anfusihim. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never change the situation of a people until they change that which is in themselves. So you have to put that effort in. Nowhere does it say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ever give you anything unless you put some effort in first. إِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. When my slave asks of me, know that I am close to him. But who has to do the action first? The slave. Once the slave does the action, then Allah is close. So there is always an onus upon us, do something first, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes close to us. In a famous hadith Qudsi, narrated by Abu Hurairah, the Prophet said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, he goes, Ana inda dhanni abdi bi, that I am present when my servant thinks of me, and I am with him when he remembers me. إِذَا ذَكَرَنِي فَإِنْ ذَكَرَنِي فِي نَفْسِهِ ذَكَرْتُهُ فِي نَفْسِي وَإِنْ ذَكَرَنِي فِي مَلَئٍ ذَكَرْتُهُ فِي مَلَئٍ خَيْرٌ مِّنْهُمْ. That if he remembers me inwardly, I remember him inwardly, and if he remembers me among people, I shall remember him among people who are better than them. So there's always an onus upon us. We have to do the action, we have to exert ourselves, we have to put some effort in. There's a famous narration by Ali radiallahu anh. He goes, one who prays without exerting effort is like one who shoots an arrow without a bowstring. You're not going to get anywhere. And I know it's hard. When you pray, your mind wanders. I know it's difficult. When you're with friends, your tongue wanders. And I know it's difficult that when you're relaxing, you become lazy and you don't want to do anything. But put in that effort. That is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants of us. The results will come from Him. The rewards will come from Him. All we have to do is just take a foot towards Him and He will run towards us. JazakAllahu Khayran, my dear brothers and sisters. And please remember to support Cambridge Islamic College with your generous donations. The donations will help to support the study of future scholars, teachers and du'at in and outside the UK. You can support them at www.cambridgeislamiccollege.cf/cf/Ramadan-appeal. JazakAllahu Khayran. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.